Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the Wound Up channel. In this one, we're taking a look at my newest acquisition. I'm not 100% sure if I pronounced that correctly, but anyway, my newest watch in the collection. This is, as you can see, a Sinn watch, and it is a quartz watch, and that basically means it's the Sinn UX. Now this is one hell of a badass watch. It's got a lot of Sinn exclusive technologies built into it. It is extremely legible, it's got great specifications. Yeah, I could go on for a long time, but let's not, and let's just unbox this thing instead. So, we got the usual Sinn box. This is the same box that I got with the 104 ST that I unboxed about 6 months ago. It's nothing special, it's just fine. Now this watch retails for about 2,000 euros. Both on the silicone strap and on the solid bracelet. This is the version with the solid bracelet. However, when I got the watch, which was yesterday, it did arrive on the bracelet, but when I went to resize it, I actually broke the spring bar that's supposed to go here in the diver's extension and go into the clasp. And I don't have any other watches with a 22mm lug width, which means I'm just gonna have to order one and wait to put this back in so I can wear it on the strap. Well, not strap, I mean bracelet. The bracelet itself, it's extremely tooly, if I may say so. It's bead blasted all the way. It is made out of German submarine steel, so it is supposed to be very resistant to seawater, etc., etc. I'm sure it's comfortable and everything. But I will talk more about the bracelet in the review of this watch. So let's put these two pieces away and take a look at what I got with the watch. So I did not buy this watch new. This is a used purchase. It's about a year old. However, it's in immaculate condition. In terms of scratches, I would say that there is practically only one scratch on the watch, and it's not that noticeable. So it's in great condition, and I got it for a good price of around 1,300 euros. So it was bought here in Sweden at the only Sinn authorized dealer here, of course, Ericsson Urhandel. So that's their card here. And then we have the manual for the watch here. And below here we have our certificate. So yeah, UX EZM 2B. It was purchased on the 28th of April 2017. So yeah, a little bit more than 1 year old. And this is I think the receipt maybe. Anyway, we don't want to look at that. We want to look at the watch. So here is the inner box. Let's pull that out. Here the watch is. So as you can see, of course, I don't have it on the metal bracelet, and so I had to put it on a NATO strap, but I don't mind. This NATO strap is pretty damn cool. It's from a brand called Kill Hubris, and it's this camouflage strap that I think looks great on this watch. As you can see, no scratches anywhere. It's in perfect condition, except maybe this small scratch here at 37. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. That's practically the only scratch on this watch, so it is definitely in a great condition. Now, as you can see by the ticking seconds hand, this is a quartz watch. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of quartz watches, except when the seconds hand reaches the markers nicely. And it turns out that this watch actually does do that very well, so I am very pleased. This means I'll be able to look down at my watch and not be annoyed by it not hitting the markers, and at the same time get all of the benefits from a quartz watch. Of course, just a basic quartz watch is a whole lot more accurate than a mechanical watch, but this is not a basic quartz watch by any means. This is a super duper advanced quartz watch. I'm not going to go fully into detail in this video, as this is just the unboxing video. However, if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss it. That will of course be in the final review of this watch. Let's just talk briefly about what's so special about this watch. Well, first of all, as you can see, the case right here, it's of course stainless steel, but it's not the normal type. It is actually the same as the bracelet here, so it's made out of German submarine steel. The movement in this bad boy is the ETA 955.652, which is a high accuracy quartz movement made by ETA, of course. Now this has a lithium battery, which means it's going to have a battery life of around 7 years. And also because it's a lithium battery, it's going to be able to supply power to the movement at very low and very high temperatures. So this is, I think, rated to, yeah, it's supposed to be functionally reliable from -20 degrees Celsius and up to 60 degrees Celsius. Really cool stuff here. It's also supposed to be accurate to just plus or minus 10 seconds per year, which is just insanity. Really amazing here. The only time you basically have to pull out this crown is when the month has less than 31 days. Now this watch is also waterproof to a whopping 5,000 meters. Although the case itself is waterproof to 12,000 meters, what's limiting it here is the movement, but still, 5,000 meters is just insane. Now the bezel here is made with the tegiment technology by Sinn, and that means it's supposed to be very scratch resistant, although quite hysterically here, the only scratch on this watch is on the bezel. So there's that. Okay, so you might have noticed one thing when I turned the watch around to look at the case, is if you look at the dial here, it's very visible. It's quite insane actually, and it almost looks as though the dial is right on the sapphire glass, kind of like an AMOLED display. Although I'm going to reassure you watch folks out there, it's not a digital watch. The distance between the glass and the dial itself is just like on a normal watch. So what makes the dial appear so close to the sapphire crystal? Is the sapphire crystal magnified? No, it is not. The entire case here is actually filled with a special oil. And yes, this works because it's an oil and not water. Water would short out the movement. So that's very interesting. Now, I'm not some kind of master physicist or anything like that, so I can't explain how the oil makes this happen, but that's why basically. It also means the dial is extremely legible at all angles. As you can see, you can always see what the time is. It's just fantastic. It really is a super duper unique watch. Now, many unique watches are very quirky and silly, but this watch manages to be a very unique timepiece and at the same time a seriously badass, tough, and serious timepiece. This watch is actually used by some of the units in the German military and special police forces. Yeah, it's a very serious watch. Now I figure let's put it on my wrist and then end the video here. I don't want to talk too much because this is not a review, as I said. So there you guys have the Sinn UX. Please do feel free to let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I sure as hell think it's a pretty damn badass watch. That's basically all I have to say so far. That's my first impressions. But yeah, make sure to stay tuned for the final review of this watch, which is gonna go live in about a month or so. And of course, to not miss out on that video, make sure that you are subscribed, and please also feel free to like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. Bye bye.